Have you ever wondered how Magic the Gathering, the game that shaped an entire generation of strategic card games, came to be? The story of its creation is as fascinating as the game itself. In the early 90s, a brilliant mathematician named Richard Garfield found himself captivated by the complexities and strategies of traditional card games. Yet, he yearned for something more, something that could combine the thrill of strategy with the immersive world-building of role-playing games. Garfield began to devise a new kind of game, one that would require players to think strategically, build powerful decks, and immerse themselves in a fantastical world. This was the seed of an idea that would eventually grow into Magic the Gathering. In 1993, Garfield partnered with Wizards of the Coast, a company that was just as passionate about innovative gameplay as he was. Together, they released the first set of Magic the Gathering cards, forever changing the face of strategic card games. The game was unique, unlike anything players had seen before. It combined the strategy and tactics of traditional card games with the immersive storytelling and character development of role-playing games. Each card was not just a tool for gameplay, but a window into a rich and expansive universe full of magic and lore. Players found themselves captivated by the game's intricate mechanics, its deep lore, and the endless possibilities it offered for strategy and creativity. The game quickly gained a following, with players forming communities around the world, drawn together by their shared love for this new kind of card game. Garfield's creation was more than just a game. It was a revolution, a new way of thinking about card games that combined strategy, storytelling, and community in a way that had never been seen before. From its humble beginnings, Magic the Gathering has grown into a global phenomenon, with millions of players worldwide. Thus, with a unique concept and a mathematician's precision, Magic the Gathering was born, forever changing the landscape of card games. From its humble origins, how did Magic the Gathering evolve to become the global phenomenon it is today? Well, it all began with the introduction of expansion sets. The first, Arabian Nights, made its debut in December of 1993, just a few short months after the initial launch of Magic. With these expansions, Magic the Gathering began to introduce new mechanics, creating a more complex and engaging game. Sets like Ice Age and Mirage expanded the Magic universe, taking players on adventures through new and exciting planes. As the years rolled on, the game continued to evolve, with each new set introducing unique mechanics and themes. From the graveyard-focused Innistrad to the Greek mythology-inspired Theros, Magic the Gathering has always kept its players on their toes, constantly pushing the boundaries of what a collectible card game can be. But the evolution of Magic wasn't just confined to the physical cards. In 2017, Magic made a significant leap into the digital age with the introduction of Magic the Gathering Arena. This digital platform brought the game to an even wider audience, allowing players from all over the world to duel at their convenience. And let's not forget the introduction of the Magic Pro League in 2019. This competitive scene has taken Magic the Gathering to new heights, with professional players battling it out for prestige and hefty prize pools. Throughout all these changes, the Magic community has grown exponentially. From a handful of players in the early 90s, it has expanded into millions of players worldwide today. Magic's cultural impact is undeniable, with references popping up in everything from popular TV shows to academic papers. So, Magic the Gathering, through constant evolution and adaptation, has managed to remain a beloved game for 3 decades. Its journey from a small card game to a global phenomenon has been nothing short of magical, and it's clear that Magic the Gathering still has plenty of tricks up its sleeve. What were the pivotal moments that defined the course of Magic the Gathering's history? Let's dive into some of the most iconic instances that have not only shaped the game, but also its vibrant community. The introduction of the Power 9 was one such defining moment. Comprising 9 of the most powerful cards in the game, the Power 9 was released in Magic's first set, Alpha, in 1993. These cards, known for their game-breaking abilities, quickly became the stuff of legends. The Power 9 has had a significant impact on the game, creating a high bar for power and rarity that still resonates today. Next, let's turn our attention to the creation of Friday Night Magic. This weekly event, launched in 1998, quickly became a cornerstone of the Magic the Gathering community. It offered a regular, welcoming space for players of all levels to gather, compete, and share their love for the game. The establishment of Friday Night Magic not only made the game more accessible to players around the globe, but it also fostered a sense of camaraderie and community among Magic enthusiasts. And who could forget the first World Championship of Magic: The Gathering? Held in 1994, this event marked a significant milestone in the game's history. It elevated Magic from a casual card game to a competitive sport, with players vying for prestige and a substantial prize pool. The World Championship set a precedent for future tournaments and established Magic as a serious contender in the world of competitive gaming. From the release of the Power 9 to the establishment of Friday Night Magic and the excitement of the first World Championship, these moments have reverberated through the annals of Magic: The Gathering history. They've shaped the game's evolution, cultivated its passionate community, and cemented its status in pop culture. These iconic moments have not only shaped the game, but also created a rich history that continues to captivate players worldwide. So, whether you're a seasoned player or just discovering the world of Magic, remember, you're part of a grand, enchanting legacy. Magic: The Gathering is not just a game, but a phenomenon. But how exactly has it impacted the world? Let's start by talking about its influence on popular culture. It's impossible to ignore the fact that Magic: The Gathering has become a household name. It has inspired countless other card games, comic books, novels, and even an animated series. It's also one of the few games that has successfully transitioned to the digital world, with Magic: The Gathering, Online and Magic: The Gathering Arena, further increasing its reach and popularity. Then there's the economic impact. Magic: The Gathering has not only created a billion-dollar industry, but also a lucrative secondary market. Rare cards from early sets can fetch astronomical prices. Remember the Black Lotus card that fetched more than $500,000 at auction? It's clear that Magic has a significant financial footprint, and it's not just about sales of new cards. The secondary market for older cards sustains a whole ecosystem of traders, collectors, and speculators. But perhaps the most profound impact of Magic: The Gathering has been on communities. It's not just a game, it's a social phenomenon that brings people together, fostering friendships and camaraderie. It's a game that encourages strategic thinking and creativity. And it's not uncommon to see groups of players huddled over a table, deeply engrossed in a game, strategizing, laughing, and enjoying the company of like-minded individuals. And let's not forget the rise of esports. Magic: The Gathering was one of the trailblazers in this area. It paved the way for other collectible card games to enter the esports scene, setting a precedent with its highly structured tournaments and competitive play. In a nutshell, Magic: The Gathering has indeed left a mark on the world. It's more than just a game. It's a catalyst for social interaction, a stimulant for strategic thinking, and a platform for competitive play. Magic: The Gathering, in its 3-decade run, has transcended the realm of games to become a cultural icon. Where does the road lead for Magic: The Gathering, a game that has already carved its place in history? As we peer into the looking glass of the future, it's clear there's a whirlwind of possibilities that await this iconic game. With over 3 decades under its belt, Magic: The Gathering has proven time and again its ability to adapt, evolve, and captivate. But where is it heading next? New expansions are always on the horizon, each one promising to transport players to incredible realms teeming with new creatures and spells. Each expansion is not just a collection of new cards, but a chance to explore fresh lore and mechanics, keeping the game vibrant and engaging. Then, there's the digital frontier. Magic: The Gathering Arena, the game's online platform, has already revolutionized how players engage with the game, bringing the magic of the tabletop experience to the digital world. But this is just the beginning. With advancements in technology such as virtual and augmented reality, there are endless possibilities for how Magic: The Gathering can continue to innovate and provide immersive experiences for players. Moreover, the game's presence in esports is rapidly growing. With an increasing number of tournaments, both online and offline, and a growing audience of spectators, Magic: The Gathering is proving that it's not just a game, but a spectacle and a sport. But beyond these developments, there's an enduring appeal that lies at the heart of Magic: The Gathering. It's a game that fosters community, challenges minds, and sparks imagination. It's a game that transcends the boundaries of age, culture, and geography. And it's this universal appeal, this unique blend of strategy, fantasy, and camaraderie that promises a future of continued growth and evolution. Only time will tell what the future holds for Magic the Gathering, but one thing is certain, its magic is far from over.